The internet has never seen a betrayal like this. Hip-hop's so-called golden couple, Remy Ma and Papoose, were supposed to be untouchable. The ultimate symbol of loyalty and ride-or-die love. But tonight, that image shattered into dust. Cameras rolled, phones flashed, and fans screamed in disbelief as Papoose, yes, Remy's Papoose, got down on one knee in front of Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion, and asked her the question that should have been reserved. For his wife, will you marry me? What started as whispers about tension in Remy and Papoose's marriage has now exploded into the biggest scandal of the year. Not only was the proposal public, it was captured in crystal clear video, leaked instantly to social media, where hashtags like hashtag PAPOOSE down bad and hashtag Remy VSC LARSE took over the timeline. The betrayal was bad enough, but what happened next was worse. Remy Ma's live reaction caught backstage, screaming, crying, and threatening to expose the real truth about both Papoose and Claressa. Was this an elaborate stunt? A desperate cry for attention? Or the ultimate act of betrayal in a love triangle that's been brewing behind the scenes for years? From leaked text messages to secret recordings, from celebrity shade to fans tearing each other apart online, this is the scandal that could dismantle two empires at once. And trust me, the tea only gets darker from here. The footage hit Twitter like a meteor. One shaky iPhone video posted from the audience of a charity gala in Atlanta captured a moment no one ever thought they'd see. Papoose, dressed sharp, in a velvet jacket, holding a microphone as if he were about to spit a verse, suddenly turned toward Claressa Shields. The two were standing side by side, smiling politely for the cameras. Then, without warning, Papoose reached into his pocket, dropped to one knee, and pulled out a velvet ring box. The room froze. Gasps echoed through the hall. Claressa's hands flew to her mouth, and the crowd whipped out phones. Someone in the background yelled, "What about Remy?" The clip cut off just as Papoose lifted the box open, flashing a diamond the size of a small planet. Within minutes, the video had gone viral. Millions of views. Retweets flooding timelines. Screenshots became instant memes. Papoose kneeling, Claressa wide-eyed, captions reading "Loyalty dead," Papoose down bad, and RemYMA deserved better. By midnight, the hashtags hashtag Remy, VSC LARESSA, and hashtag Proposalgate were trending #1 worldwide. And then came the most explosive piece of all. Backstage footage, someone no one knows who, yet leaked a 15-second clip showing Remy Ma storming through a hallway just moments after the proposal. Her face was red, her voice hoarse from screaming, and she could be heard yelling, "He's making a fool of me." She knew. Security guards tried to calm her down as she slammed her hand against the wall, but the damage was done. That footage went just as viral, cementing this as not just a scandal, but a complete implosion of hip-hop's most respected marriage. Fans couldn't believe it. For years, Papoose and Remy Ma had been held up as the blueprint. He stayed loyal while she served 6 years behind bars, never stepping out, never tarnishing her name. Their story was celebrated in interviews on Love and Hip Hop, in anniversary posts that racked up millions of likes. They were supposed to be the one couple that couldn't be broken. And yet, here was Papoose, kneeling in front of another woman, a world champion boxer at that, while the cameras rolled. Twitter exploded with fan reactions. One user wrote, "This is why I don't believe in love. Papoose can fold, everyone can fold." Another posted, "Remy stood by him for years, and this is her payback." Meanwhile, Claressa's fans came to her defense, insisting she was blindsided and shocked as anyone else. But others dug through old photos, finding shots of Papoose and Claressa laughing together at industry events. Screenshots of them exchanging compliments on Instagram, even rumors of secret meets after fights. And just when the frenzy couldn't get any worse, leaked messages surfaced. At 2 a.m., an anonymous gossip blog posted screenshots of what they claimed were texts between Papoose and Claressa. The messages dated weeks before the proposal. Included lines like, "She'll never see it coming, and you deserve better than the lies she's been feeding the world." Claressa allegedly replied, "If you're serious, you've got to show me. No more hiding." The blog blurred the contact names, but fans instantly concluded it was real. The timing was too perfect by morning. Every podcast, gossip page, and radio show in the country was dissecting the scandal. Power 105's Breakfast Club dedicated half its show to debating whether Papoose had really proposed, or if it was some sort of publicity stunt gone wrong. Charlemagne thought God laughed that Remy might put hands on both of them, while DJ Envy insisted no man loyal that long would throw it away for clout. Still, the evidence kept stacking up. Remy Ma herself broke her silence on Instagram around noon. She didn't name names, but she didn't have to. Her post, a black square with white text, read, "Betrayal cuts deepest when it's from the person you never questioned." Within an hour, her comment section was filled with crying emojis, broken heart emojis, and fans begging her to finally leave Papoose. Meanwhile, Claressa posted nothing. No denials, no explanations. Her silence only fueled more speculation. Some fans argued that she was the victim of a messy, one-sided stunt. Others claimed silence was an admission of guilt. Gossip blogs ran polls with captions like, "Do you believe Claressa was in on it?" And the results were split right down the middle. Then Charleston White, never one to hold his tongue, jumped in with his trademark chaos. In a live stream that immediately went viral, he shouted, "I told y'all. These rap love stories fake as WWE. Papoose proposing to a boxer. He want her to fight his battles cause he tired of fighting Remy's mouth." His wild commentary had fans both laughing and raging, but it amplified the scandal tenfold. Clips of Charleston yelling "Boxer Bay" over footage of Claressa punching a bag racked up millions of views on TikTok. The internet wanted answers. Was the proposal real? Was it staged? Did Claressa know? If scripted? Another leak hit the timeline that night. An audio recording. The tape, allegedly recorded during a private dinner weeks ago, featured voices that fans swore belonged to Papoose and Claressa. In it, a man said, "I'm done hiding. I'm done pretending. She won't respect me, then she can't expect me to stay." A woman replied softly, "But going public means no turning back. You ready for that storm?" The voices were muffled, the context vague, but fans didn't care. To them, it was confirmation that Papoose and Claressa had been building toward this moment for months. And then came the ugliest twist of all. Allegations that Remy had suspected something for weeks. A former assistant, now tweeting from a burner account, claimed that Remy had confronted Papoose about his suspicious behavior back in April. Screenshots showed alleged messages from Remy to a friend. "I keep asking him straight up, and he keeps flipping it back on me. I feel like I'm losing my mind." The assistant doubled down, saying Remy was already considering separation but hadn't gone public yet. By now, the scandal wasn't just trending, it was dominating headlines. TMZ, Hollywood Unlocked, The Shade Room, all pushing the footage, the leaks, the breakdowns. Fans made TikToks reenacting the proposal moment, adding dramatic music. One clip of a woman pretending to be Remy Ma, throwing her purse and screaming she knew at her reflection went viral with over 5 million views. But if the public thought this was just messy gossip, they were dead wrong. Because insiders hinted that Remy had receipts too. According to a source close to her camp, Remy was preparing to release proof that Claressa had been sending Papoose flirty voice notes for months. Allegedly, one clip featured Claressa laughing and saying, "I could treat you better than she ever has." Whether true or not, the rumor alone sent fans into overdrive. Twitter was ablaze with battle lines drawn, #Team Remy and #Team CLARESSA. And as the fandoms clashed, Remy posted again, this time a video. She didn't speak directly on the scandal, but her face said everything. Eyes swollen, voice breaking, she said, "I gave my all." But the leaks didn't stop. Within hours, another bombshell surfaced. A secret recording allegedly taken during a phone call between Claressa and a close friend. The voice, shaky and tearful, confessed, "I didn't want it to happen like this." He said he was done with her. He said he wanted me. "I didn't steal nothing. He gave himself to me." Some fans sympathized, painting Claressa as manipulated, but others tore her apart, calling her delusional and reckless. Hashtags #HashboxingBetrayal and #PAPOOC exposed trended side by side, with fan bases battling it out across platforms. And then, just when it seemed the internet had chosen sides, another leak flipped the story upside down again. An anonymous hacker group dropped emails allegedly from Papoose's manager, revealing months of negotiations with a reality TV producer. Subject lines like proposal, storyline, and conflict arc suggested the proposal might have been orchestrated for cameras. In one alleged email, a producer wrote, "If Papoose proposes at the gala, Claressa's reaction is everything. Remy's response will drive ratings." Fans were stunned. Was the whole thing staged? Was Remy blindsided, or was she secretly in on it? Was Papoose chasing clout at the cost of his marriage, or had the industry exploited their drama for profit? Remy went live again, furious. Tears streaming, voice shaking, she screamed, "Don't you dare say I was part of this. I ain't no actress in nobody's circus. That was my life he played with." She slammed her phone down mid-drant, the stream ending in chaos. Clips of her breakdown racked up millions of views, fans calling it the royest Remy we've ever seen. Meanwhile, Charleston White poured gasoline on the fire once more. In a late-night rant, he howled, "Y'all surprised? Hip-hop been WWE. Y'all just mad your favorite love story got scripted." Papoose sold his soul for a storyline, and Remy bowed to body him in the court of public opinion. His commentary, wild as ever, trended again, making Charleston almost as central to the scandal as the couple themselves. Claressa finally spoke directly in a boxing press conference that had nothing to do with the drama, but of course, reporters asked. Her response shocked everyone. "I'm not ashamed of loving who I love. If that makes me the villain, so be it." The clip went viral instantly. Fans screamed she had just confirmed the affair. Others argued she was dodging. Either way, the damage was irreversible. And then came the family fallout. Remy's daughter unfollowed Papoose on Instagram and posted a cryptic message. "Blood don't mean loyalty. Actions do." Pap's own longtime friend posted snake emojis under his last photo, a move fans called the ultimate betrayal acknowledgement. The scandal hit the mainstream press. CNN ran a segment about hip-hop's loyalty couple crumbling. ESPN covered Claressa's involvement, questioning if the scandal would overshadow her legacy. Even politicians weighed in, with one New York councilman tweeting, "Remy deserved better, period." But the final twist left everyone speechless. Another video surfaced, this one longer, clearer, undeniable. It wasn't just a snippet of Papoose and Claressa talking in private. It was footage of the actual proposal rehearsal at the gala venue days before the event. Claressa, wearing casual clothes, laughed nervously as Papoose knelt, practicing his lines. A man off camera, allegedly a producer, clapped and said, "Perfect. Cameras will eat this up." The internet imploded. Fans screamed that Remy was indeed blindsided, manipulated by a storyline cooked up by her own husband and a TV crew. Others speculated Remy must have known at some point and chose to let the scandal explode for sympathy points. Conspiracies spiraled. Was the marriage already dead? Was this all a setup to launch a new reality spinoff? Through it all, Remy delivered one last chilling post, a black screen on Instagram stories with the words, "Marriage dissolved." War started. The world knew what that meant. Divorce was coming. Careers might be ending. Reputations had already been torched. Papoose went silent. Claressa kept training, but reporters shouted questions about the scandal at every turn. Remy, once celebrated as hip-hop's fiercest queen of loyalty, now stood at the center of the biggest betrayal saga in recent memory. The cliffhanger was brutal. Insiders swore that Remy wasn't done. That war started meant she had even more evidence, more footage, more secrets waiting to detonate. The first leaks had been nuclear. The next could be apocalyptic. Was this the final chapter of a broken marriage? Or just the opening act of a scorched earth war that would take down everyone in its blast radius? And there it is, the love story that once symbolized loyalty, shattered in front of millions. Papoose caught rehearsing a proposal for another woman. Claressa Shields dragged into the storm of betrayal. And Remy Ma declaring war with 3 chilling words. Marriage dissolved. War started. But let me be crystal clear, this isn't the ending. It's the opening shot of a battle that could burn the entire industry to the ground. If insiders are right, Remy still has files, videos, and voice notes locked away receipts that could expose not only Papoose and Claressa, but the producers, the enablers, maybe even bigger names tied to this scandal behind the scenes. And when those receipts drop, careers, marriages, entire legacies could crumble overnight. So let me ask you, are you really ready for what comes next? Because missing the next update means missing history being written in real time. Smash that like button so this story stays alive on your feed. Drop your theories in the comments. Was this all a staged publicity stunt gone too far, or the ugliest betrayal hip-hop has ever seen? And above all, hit that subscribe button with notifications on, because the next leak could drop at 3 a.m. And if you're not locked in, you'll wake up behind the world. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is war. And trust me, the next chapter will make everything you've seen so far look like the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. The cliffhanger was brutal. Was Remy about to unleash her own bombshells? Or was she bluffing to buy time while her marriage crumbled in real time? By dawn the next day, the internet was drowning in chaos. Clips of the proposal were now stitched into TikToks with sad music. Twitter Spaces had thousands of listeners debating whether Papoose had lost his mind. And YouTube channels were dissecting every frame of the footage like it was the Zapruder film. But the real bomb dropped when a gossip page called Hollywood Vultures released new leaks that flipped the narrative completely. Screenshots allegedly from Claressa's private Snapchat surfaced, showing blurry photos of a man who looked suspiciously like Papoose in her kitchen. One caption read, "Loyalty ain't about how long, it's about how real." Fans zoomed in, identifying Papoose's signature Yankee cap on the counter. The receipts sent shockwaves through both fandoms. Claressa, who had stayed silent, suddenly looked less like an innocent bystander and more like a willing co-star in this betrayal saga. Almost instantly, hashtag #CLARESSA homewrecker began trending. Her supporters scrambled to defend her, saying the screenshots could have been doctored. But before the dust could settle, another audio leak dropped, this one far clearer than the muffled dinner tape. In the recording, Papoose's voice was unmistakable. "I can't keep living for an image. I gave her loyalty when she was locked, but now it feels like she's locked me up. You free me." The woman's voice, which fans insisted was Claressa, replied, "Then prove it. Don't just talk about loyalty, show me who you really choose." The tape ended there, but that was enough. The internet erupted. Suddenly, the narrative wasn't a publicity stunt gone wrong. It was a full-on secret affair exposed in real time. And Remy, she didn't stay quiet. That afternoon, she went live on Instagram, pulling in 400,000 viewers in under a minute. Makeup smeared, eyes red, voice trembling but fierce, she said, "I gave him my youth, my loyalty, my everything. And this is how he pays me back. With a stunt like that with her." She didn't name Claressa directly, but she didn't have to. She slammed her fist on the table and added, "If you think I'ma sit back and let them clown me, he got another thing coming. I've got proof. Then when I drop it, everybody gonna see who the real fraud is." The stream cut abruptly after that, leaving fans in hysterics. Charleston White wasted no time capitalizing. In another viral livestream, he cackled. Remy said she got proof. "Oh Lord, y'all better buckle up. She finna drop mixtapes of evidence. Claressa, you better duck. Remy done fought Nicki now. She gon' fight you." His antics had Twitter in stitches, but beneath the humor, the tension was very real. By evening, the so-called proof Remy teased started dripping out. A popular T-blog posted screenshots of WhatsApp messages allegedly between Claressa and Papoose. In them, Claressa wrote, "I don't care if the world hates me. I just want you." Papoose allegedly replied, "After the gala, there's no turning back. Be ready." Fans zoomed in on timestamps and metadata, trying to verify authenticity, while others swore it was all fabricated for clout. Then came the most jaw-dropping twist yet: a hotel video leak. Grainy surveillance footage appeared online, dated just 2 weeks before the proposal. It showed two figures entering a luxury hotel suite around midnight. The man in a hoodie and cap was tall and broad. Fans claimed it was Papoose. The woman in a tracksuit appeared to be Claressa. The clip cut off as the door closed behind them. Within minutes, Twitter declared it the smoking gun. Memes poured in. One caption read, "Remy held it down for years just for this." Another went viral with over 10 million views, a split screen of Remy rapping conceited on one side and the hotel clip on the other, with the caption, "Bars can't save a broken heart." The fallout hit Claressa hard. She was scheduled for a press appearance to promote her next fight, but the organizer canceled last minute, citing personal reasons. Rumors swirled that sponsors were pulling out, unwilling to be tied to a scandal involving infidelity and betrayal. Meanwhile, Papoose faced his own backlash. Longtime fans flooded his posts with snake emojis demanding answers, while others swore they'd never listen to his music again. Through it all, Remy doubled down. She posted a black and white selfie with the caption, "Truth is coming. Y'all ain't ready?" But Claressa finally broke her silence, and what she said lit another match in a fiery Twitter thread. She denied being a homewrecker, claiming Papoose had told her his marriage was already over and that Remy wasn't the woman the world thought she was. She wrote, "I didn't steal nothing. He was already gone." Fans were floored. Some believed her, pointing to Remy's cryptic posts as proof of cracks in the marriage long before the gala. Others accused Claressa of gaslighting, trying to justify betraying another woman. Then, as if things weren't messy enough, a new leak hit the internet. A voicemail. A distorted recording surfaced on a gossip forum, allegedly featuring Remy leaving a message for a friend. In it, her voice cracked with emotion. "He's been gone from me for months. I kept pretending for the cameras. I didn't want to look weak. But he's been with her." Authentic, the voicemail confirmed Claressa's claims. Papoose and Remy were already fractured. And the proposal wasn't the beginning of betrayal. It was the climax of a long, hidden breakup. The internet split down the middle. Hashtag Team Remy trended alongside hashtag She Knew, with fans dragging each other in endless debates. Was Papoose the villain, or was Remy covering up the truth about her failing marriage? Was Claressa a victim of manipulation? Or had she knowingly stepped into forbidden territory? Celebrities poured gasoline on the fire. Nicki Minaj liked a shady tweet, reading, "Loyalty ain't loyalty if it's performative." 50 Cent posted a meme of Papoose holding mitts for Claressa in the boxing gym with the caption, "Training for forever." And Fat Joe, visibly upset, told reporters, "Remy's family, this whole situation ain't right." But the most shocking reaction came from an unlikely source. Remy's daughter posted a cryptic Instagram story. A simple sentence: "Sometimes the ones who preach loyalty the loudest got the least of it." Fans immediately speculated she was shading Papoose directly, suggesting the betrayal cut through not just the marriage. but the entire family by nightfall. The scandal had morphed into a cultural firestorm. Streetwear brands dropped subtweets about real loyalty. Rap podcasts debated whether Papoose's image was permanently destroyed. Boxing fans wondered if Claressa's career would survive the blowback. And Remy's silence after her last cryptic post felt deafening. The cliffhanger was chilling. Insiders whispered that Remy was sitting on a nuclear piece of evidence, something that could not only destroy Claressa's career, but expose Papoose in ways no one expected. Rumors pointed to a private video allegedly recorded months ago that insiders swore would end everything once it dropped. Was Remy really about to torch both their reputations in one move? Or was she bluffing, buying time as her world fell apart? By the third day, the internet was no longer asking questions. It was demanding blood. Gossip blogs refreshed hourly with new sources. Fans flooded live streams with theories, and every headline screamed betrayal. But nothing compared to the whispers surrounding Remy's nuclear evidence. Was it real, or just a bluff to regain control of the narrative? At 10 p.m., the answer arrived. A video allegedly leaked from someone inside Remy's camp hit Twitter. Grainy at first, then sharpened by AI filters, showed Papoose in a hotel room, the same room fans recognized from the earlier surveillance footage. Claressa sat beside him on the bed, laughing, sipping from a glass of wine. And then came the gut punch moment. Papoose turned to her and said, "She'll never see it coming. After the gala, it's me and you. No more lies." The internet detonated. Clips of the video circulated faster than wildfire. TikTok creators added dramatic music. YouTube channels slowed it down frame by frame. Twitter Spaces raged with debates. It wasn't just speculation anymore. This was confirmation. Papoose had not only betrayed Remy, he'd planned it. Remy herself responded minutes later with a simple tweet. "Told y'all," 3 words. It's over 2 million likes.